Coach Deborah has a passion and purpose to assist young men, ages 15 to 24, to overcome obstacles and build their best lives. She wants to see every young man live out their potential. She has a master's degree in human services counseling, with a major in life coaching. More importantly, she is the mother of 3 boys, who are exceptional, educated, professional men. Coach Deborah believes it is better to train early, rather than need to fix later. She utilizes basic principles and God-led concepts. Sometimes the only thing a young man has is their credibility or their name. The actions they take are based on the decisions they make. Those decisions align with their choices and result in consequences. Coach Deborah can assist you if you are lost, floundering, or confused. Embrace the help and start building your best life today.
Hello. Welcome back to Build Your Best Life, man. Listen, I am excited about tonight's talk because we're dealing with this whole concept of ending the year strong and understanding the role you play with Build Your Best Life. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm joined with the founder herself, Coach Deborah. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. How is everyone out there?
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be a board member. Thank you so much for allowing me to work with you over the years. Tell me a little bit about what's been going on this year, because a lot of people, they don't understand that there is a number of different elements that build your best life. So tell us a little bit about what you've been up to this year in regards to some of your virtual events and services and so forth.
Well, Build Your Best Life is my baby. So I want to make sure all the parts are moving and everyone is getting what they need out there, because Build Your Best Life is here to help people. And we have 4 events, targeted events each year, starting out with our Mother's Day, Mothers and Sons, then our men and boys, our educational symposium, and then we end the year with our Grateful Conference. So putting those together, we want to make sure that we have people that have a heart for our young people as well as we do. So it's finding that right combination, getting the people that's gonna, be there and motivate people, and putting all that together to make sure that we have events and shows and everything that will engage people and give them something to bite on when they engage. We don't want people showing up and they're not getting anything. So Build Your Best Life is all about serving and serving others all over the world. So we want to make sure that we stay innovative, we stay on top of things, we're not just stagnant. So it takes a lot to put all this stuff together, the graphics, and I have a wonderful board. So Hey, the graphics are always sharp and intact. But all of those things, it takes people that are willing. So we have some great team members working to make Build Your Best Life what it is.
So I noticed that each week you do a series of lives. There are subject matters on Tuesdays, there are subject matters on Thursdays, there are Saturdays, and a lot of people, they see you pop up and organizing that. Now I know, having come through the pandemic and went through what we call a very strong virtual embrace coming from the pandemic, and then having to now navigate a virtual space. People are something else when it comes to scheduling. You have been fortunate to have some really good partners in that, of people who just show up and you all have great conversation. Talk to us a little bit about some of those people, because some of those people have been with you for a while.
Right. Well, I have Carol Crockett from Dallas, Brady Robinson, Anastasia Smith all the way in the Bahamas, Linda Patrick and her husband from the Bahamas. You, of course. Who have I had? Pastor Herb Ford. Just so many, and it's just so amazing. A lot of these people had not even met me in person, but they were willing to give up their time and talent, to assist us. So that has been wonderful. But like it says, it takes a group of people to put these broadcasts together, and then I want to make sure that the people that own are relevant. And so it's amazing how I get close with one person, but then they will attach me to someone else, and so it gets to be a real great family of people. But everybody is willing to say, hey, Coach Deborah is doing this, and I think you'd be a good fit. And so I love it.
That is so awesome. Now, I am so grateful that your network is so broad, and there are so many people who continue to be committed to this whole concept of Build Your Best Life. What did you find this year to be one of the frequent subject matters that kept coming back? What we would call hot topics, hot interests. You can't ignore it. It's a repeated subject, maybe from your speakers, or even when you are looking at the themes for the conversation with the guys. What would you say to our viewers, having done this for a while, some of the more frequent, relevant subject matters that makes you aware that this organization is truly needed?
Well, it's so funny that we have a topic on, and then someone will reach out to me and they say, hey, I was just reading in my daily devotion, and you talked about gratitude, or you talked about this, and I saw it, and it's amazing. And then a lot of people love the conversation with the guys, and they can see that consistency there. A lot of people will start, but then they slow down, they lose momentum, and then they'll come back. But everybody that I work with has it seems like the heart that I have, and so we have consistency. So every second Saturday, we know we're going to have 4 men that are talking about topics that our young men need to hear. Those candid conversations, and those really come over very well, because it's helping the guys. And a lot of them don't have a male figure to to tell them these things that they need to know. So you got these guys, and they're not they're not shy about what they're saying. They're, which is what they need. So those things are really, really something that everyone loves, and everyone loves the gratitude conference. Because today, the way we are, the things that go on, a lot of time people forget that having gratitude and encouraging and being kind, because it's not just about giving material things, but it's about being kind to people, encouraging other people. And that's something that we can do year around. So that's another one.
When you organize these different scheduled events, they're virtual, ladies and gentlemen, and they're helping people around the world. And I like the fact that they're always present. People can get them online. You can go on YouTube. You can find Coach Deborah here on Facebook consistently. Instagram, you're on Twitter. You are doing it. You have a great website that has information, exciting stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm joined with Coach Deborah D. Smith, the founder of Build Your Best Life, Inc. And we're talking about the organization. What an exciting year it has been. 41 days before 2025. That's exactly right. 41 days. Now, with 41 days, we want our partners and friends to know about the core heartbeat of this organization. And that's why I'm hosting tonight. I'm talking tonight as a board member, and I'm picking the brain of Coach Deborah, the woman you see oftentimes on the screen, or somebody who's behind the scene making this whole thing work. So let's go back, Coach Deborah, the scheduling of topics and the scheduling of different speakers. What inspired you? Let's go back there to start the organization. Some people don't realize, okay, there's a lot of different things you could give your attention to, but you chose to give it to this organization, and it has some specific focus. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, I just have a passion for young men anyway, but I guess over the last 10, 20 years, I have seen where our education system has changed, and years past, a lot of basic principles our schools taught. You know, they taught you how to maybe do something with your money, life skills. They don't do that anymore. And what is it? It is 1 in 5 of our children under the age of 18 live in a single parent home. And then of those single parent homes, 80% are led by mothers. So there's no male figure. There's no one to help these young men. And then I see them, some of them are out there trying to do their best, but you know, you don't know what you don't know. So these young men, they're trying to succeed. They don't know about being respectful of themselves, of young ladies, how to take care of their bodies. They don't know about finances, financial literacy, and you know, all these type things. And then we live in a society that's not always fair to young men of color. So they have all these societal things going on. And then I've seen all this mental health, and it was like, someone needs to help them. Someone needs to step up and help them, to show them what they don't know. And, you know, so Build Your Best Life, it was, well, not Build Your Best Life, but I had the passion to assist. And so it's like you have something, but you don't know what to do with it. And then God orchestrated in 2019, my bishop had asked me to go back in the children's ministry, and I saw where there was a children's retreat going on, and the children's retreat turned into a children and leadership retreat. And I came to Dallas, and a young lady was talking, and she was talking about what people do in life and investing in yourself. And I was like, well, wow, I said, well, shoot. And I talked with her, and she mentioned you, and the rest is history. Because what God had birthed in me, I didn't know what to do with, but you were able to work with me to show me what I could do to assist young men.
Well, we're excited. We're excited. Everybody's excited about what you have done with this organization, and your consistency is second to none. And you are relentless, and you are committed to your vision, and I love it. And you're like, hey, listen, you got a Rolodex. You've organized yourself to make this thing work. And so hats off to all of the different speakers this year and in years past. Hats off to all of the people who have made a partnership agreement with you, Coach Deborah, to say, hey, I'm going to show up and help. I want to be a part of what Build Your Best Life has going on. You know, I teach that when God gives you a vision, he also gives you a support system that helps you to fulfill that vision. Talk to us about that and the whole concept of Build Your Best Life being a nonprofit organization. Because a lot of people don't know you're a registered nonprofit organization and you're able to give a receipt at the end of the year for compensation or receipt to be able to return back to the IRS, and they could use it as a tax write-off and so forth. So that's one plus. In addition, it's not a business, you're not trying to buy a Bentley. You know what I mean? You try, hey, you're not trying to, make a living that takes care of you. You're trying to build an organization that's taking care of the vision of reaching young men and mothers with sons. So talk about the fact that you are a registered organization. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yes, Build Your Best Life Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And therefore, any contributions or donations that we get at the end of the year, you will get documentation of what you donated, and that is tax deductible funds. Because again, as Coach said, I'm not here trying to make money. Young men are really, really my passion. I mean, I just, get warm just thinking about it. And when you think about young men, my age group is teenagers to young adults. They don't have money. Yeah, so I'm not trying to make money, but I want to make sure that each one of them put one of these books in their hands. Yeah. And so if I don't come out of pocket and buy them, the only way that I can get a book in their hands is by donations. And I've done 3 missions trips. So I've taken books to Freeport, to Nassau, and different things of that nature, because I want those young men to get that, get it and thrive with it. Because I believe that the contents of this book, which is Basic Principles, all this is basic principles about your life, your actions, and your credibility. This will help our young men. And I'm not negating young ladies, but there are a lot of organizations that assist young ladies. Our young men, not only should they be able to take care of themselves, they should be able to take care of somebody's daughter one day as well, and their children. That's one thing we want to teach them. You have a child, you take care of that child. So these are some of the things that I want to do. And through the nonprofit, hopefully I can get the funds, donations in, that people that have a heart as well as I do can assist. And I see some of my dedicated fans that are on here tonight, and it's Agnes and Derek and Deacon Holmes and Peggy. Thank y'all for tuning in. But every time I tune in, they're there. And the prayers, I can't mean the prayers. Oh my goodness. So, it takes all of that.
So much. I'm grateful for you even highlighting that just now, because like you said, a lot of people didn't know that, this is the focus of the organization, that it is a registered 501c3 organization, but then also your commitment to assisting boys, because, someone once said to me, this is the hour for the young ladies, the girls programs and the support system for young ladies are they're popping up everywhere. And somewhere along the line, there aren't a lot of attention given to the development of our young men, not as much as our young ladies. So hats off to the young ladies doing their thing. But also, Coach Deborah, thank you for grabbing a hold of a vision like this that says, I want to help young men to thrive. Now, your book, I got my copy right here. Your book gives a strong emphasis on principles, like you just said. A lot of people don't realize principles are not methods that goes in and out. They're not trends. They're not styles. They're not fashion. There are laws that governs humanity. And so they're not going out of date. And so thank you so much for making that kind of contribution to the product of your book. That's going to be something that can be passed on for generations. Yes. Now, we as an organization that's Build Your Best Life, we need partners. Okay, 2024 has been a great year. You've been able to continually do what God has called you to do, but it took money to do it. To have a StreamYard account, it takes money. To have a Canvas account, it takes money. To have a website, it takes money. I mean, the gifts and the books and these different ideas that really makes for this organization, it takes money. It takes money and it takes people. And we got some people, but we need some more money. Hello.
Yes.
Right? We got some people, and so we need some money. So tonight, we're doing a real strong emphasis on partnership. I am believing, God, that we can get 24 people to say, hey, I want to become a financial partner. If 24 people make a monthly contribution to build your best life, you will be amazed what Coach Deborah and the whole organization will be able to do over a calendar year in serving her community, serving the nation, and providing a service to the world. But we need partners. So you can give. Now, Coach Deborah, tell us a little bit about giving, okay? Is there certain types of amount? Because you can have people, some people want you to give them a certain amount. They want to know, oh man, I could just give $24 a month. I can give $10 a month. I'll give $100. As a matter of fact, I like to go like this. I used to run a nonprofit years ago. And I remember someone saying to me, know your entire budget, know what it takes. And if somebody wanted to meet the budget for 2025, we need them to be able to reach out to you. To say, hey, if you want to just bless me with the budget for 2025, how can they do that? And tell them a little bit about different types of contribution.
All right. Well, our budget for 2025 is $8,370.69.
Come on now.
And
yes.
As Coach mentioned earlier, the StreamYard, and they keep going up. They doubled.
Since we started?
Yeah, they doubled this year.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, Canva. Because I have the business Facebook, and then my nonprofit status. You have to pay that each year. The website, all of those things, and then of course books, because I'm trying to get those books out.
Yeah.
So but you can give monthly, and we are here. We'll take whatever it is that you can afford and you want to bless us with. If that's $25 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month, you want to give us the entire budget, we'll take it. You can send those gifts via PayPal. I had to get rid of my Cash App. I don't have Cash App anymore, but I do have PayPal. That information is on the screen. And, of course, if you want to reach out, if you want to do it by check, you can contact me. I have my email address up there as well to do that. But yes, monthly, quarterly, by event, $100 for each event. We have 4 main events. That is a huge blessing.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate it. And again, don't forget, it is tax deductible at the end of the year. That's something, not many things you can put on your taxes anymore that's tax deductible, but your contributions to nonprofit organizations is one of those.
Ladies and gentlemen, please prayerfully consider becoming a monthly partner with Build Your Best Life. As Coach Deborah just said, there are costs behind the vision. Now, when God gives you vision, he gives you provision, and those provision oftentimes comes through people. And so when you like a thing, it's important for you to encourage the thing that you like to continue to be what it is.
Right.
Okay? So you be like, hey, man, I like what you do. Then you have that season where this is that bonus season, Coach Deborah. This is that bonus season. And, I was talking to the wife. I said, I don't really work at the church anymore. I was like, I remember bonus season would be coming up, right?
Right.
I said, but here's the deal. The thing about bonus is oftentimes it's not planned for. Here's what people can do. Those of you that watch it, that you got that extra coming. You said, man, this entire year, Coach Deborah and Build Your Best Life stayed on point in presenting a message that was encouraging, it was inspiring, it was helpful, and it made a difference. What I want to do is I'm going to sow a financial seed to build your best life. I want to see this continues. I want, like she mentioned, there are 4 annual events. You may be the person who says, hey, I want to do $100 event. Maybe you could do it all one shot. Boy, that would be a blessing to go into the year and you just say, hey, the 4 events, put $100 towards each of them. Because you heard what she just said. I love it. She mentioned the budget. She knows what she's believing God for. Hello, somebody. The Bible says, write the vision. And she's writing what she's going to need to fund 2025. That's powerful. That is so good. So do me a favor and make a commitment. I need about 24 people tonight to reach out to Coach Deborah over the next couple of days and say, hey, I want to be a partner with Build Your Best Life. I'm going to be doing this more frequently because I know how powerful this organization is. I've been a part of it, the entire process, the entire journey, and I'm a part of the conversation with the guys, okay? And I hear people say, man, I listen to those guys. Man, this message resonated with me. Oh, I had my son listen to this. Oh, I had this. And let me tell you something. Sometimes you sow a seed knowing that you're believing God for something, and you sow that seed with the whole concept, this is for my generation. I'm supporting Build Your Best Life because I'm believing God that because of what I give to this organization, God in turn is going to favor me. Yeah, you heard me correct. God is going to favor me. So as she just mentioned, you can email her. The email is strolling below. You can go to PayPal and say, hey, listen, set up your PayPal where it's just an automatic. You can do $20 a month and it just comes right on out. And that's a blessing to this organization. And then at the end of the year, it's tax deductible. So it's the real deal. And I've been working close with Coach Deborah. When I tell you she is trying to continue to build a healthy organization that's not only helping young men in Jacksonville, Florida, but she is hitting different regions now. And all of her guests and the different individuals who are benefiting from this platform and the service that is offered aren't charged anything. Nobody's charged. They're not charged. But here's the deal. Everybody know there's a cost. There's a cost somewhere. And so, Coach Deborah, hats off to you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following Build Your Best Life for a while and you know somebody who may want to be generous this season and they say, man, I just want to bless somebody or I want to bless something, tell them, say, hey, there's an organization I watch online. This lady has this organization called Build Your Best Life. And if you've been paying attention, you could refer to it. But in 2025, as a board member, let me tell you something. One of the things we want to do, we want to get this book in a lot of young people's hands. We want to get this book in a lot of people's hands. If somebody just say, hey, I want to buy a couple of cases of the book. So Coach Deborah able to just give it, sow it, be able to bless young men when she traveled, and whenever opportunities present themselves to her, she'll be able to bless a whole classroom, maybe a whole campus. We can take this thing real far, but guess what you're gonna need? You're gonna need some money. So I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. I'm a board member with Build Your Best Life, and I'm encouraging you to partner with this organization today. Coach Deborah, what's when you think about the rest of the year, what's your heart's cry or what's on top of your mind as to relate to our young men and the end of year and the culture changing? Anything you want to say to our viewing audience about Thanksgiving season, the end of year season, and something they should be mindful of?
Yes. Well, everyone knows how the world is today, all the things that go on. I don't know about Texas, but I know here in Jacksonville, it seems like every hour, at least every day, someone is killed senselessly.
Yeah.
But part of that is we need to educate our young men, to teach them how to control their tempers, what people to associate with. We have 5 pillars in Build Your Best Life. Associations. Who do you hang around? You heard of birds of a feather. You could be in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong person. You could be the little angel, but just being in the wrong place. So that's important. You have to be self-disciplined. If you know you're supposed to go to school, discipline yourself. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to school. I'm not going to lay around in the bed. I'm not going to play hooky or whatever. Think, you can't depend on your parents to tell you to get up every morning, do your homework. You have to be self-disciplined. You have to set goals. That's really, really important. You have to have a positive mindset. And that's why we work with our mothers as well. Those mothers have to encourage their children. Have a great day at school. I love you. I know you can do your best. They need that. And then financial literacy. Not so much, I got to have all this money. I have to have name brand things. But the money that I get, what should I do with it? And one of the important things is, two important things is the tithe and the save. You don't spend everything. And some of those things are key. And a lot of our young people, they don't know some of these things. So if you can pass the word and that person can pass the word, they can say, hey, have them to tune in. There is someone that's trying to help assist. Yeah. And I think it would just be so great. This is a time of gratefulness. And if you are home and you're happy, just think about somebody you can bless just by word of mouth. And if you're here in Jacksonville and you're going to be at St. Paul on Sunday, please join me after church. As I was stated during my conference that if you watch the video, it said that I was going to bless a young man as well as a mother that's raising a son. Well, I plan to do that on Sunday. I'm going to bless a young man, and that means with cash, and a mother with a son. So I would like some of our fans to be there so you can witness it. Know that I'm not just talking. I'm about what I say.
Nice. This is powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Build Your Best Life, an organization that is making a tremendous difference when it comes to helping young men and mothers with sons. Now, here's the deal. Every broadcast is serving in the form of this chipping away at culture and responding to the need of our times. We need people like yourself to share the broadcast. How do we get this global and reaching more people? By you sharing. Share. We need you to show up. You don't even have, if you don't watch it live, you can watch the rerun, but let us know you're watching, because that's encouraging. I don't know about you, but when you see a good thing, say something. Hello. Hey, hey, Coach Deborah, that we live in such a negative world where there's just so much wrong going on, and there's a lot more good going on than wrong.
Right.
But unfortunately, so many people give it the attention. If a fight happened, like if somebody was to come in my studio and I had to get in a fight, you go viral. Why you gotta go viral over the fight on the stream? Oh my God, you got to watch this fight on the screen.
Right.
Why did we go viral for that? Why can't we go viral for talking about helping young men to take responsibilities?
Yes.
Right? And then we got people who be like, oh man, this Thanksgiving, I want this. And this Christmas, I want this. Yes, want what you want. But please sometimes take you out of the picture and says, hey, what is it that it's not so much about me, but something that needs me to give attention to it, like this organization. Giving your attention to this organization and say, Coach Deborah, how can I help? Well, here's a couple of ways you can help. Number one, share the broadcast. Watch it and share it. That really would help us a lot. Number two, go ahead and ask, hey, how can I be a guest, or how can I challenge the conversations? We need people to show up and be involved in bringing the conversation to the homes of family in real times. So a lot of times you have mothers with sons watching, but they're not engaging. We need you to engage. Then the other one is maybe join the team. You could say in 2024, I like the fact that it's a virtual platform. Guess what? I could be anywhere in the country. I could be around the world. And Coach Deborah, sign me up to be a part of your team. And last but not least, I can help financially. I can go ahead and say, you know what? I'm making good money and I see the issues in regards to our young men. I want to help. And so I'm going to help financially because I realize Coach Deborah is a woman of excellence. Coach Deborah is a woman who wanted to keep going to the next level. And every new level is a higher cost. Okay? Every new level is a higher cost. So as she just mentioned, StreamYard, the platform that is being used for this broadcast on multiple streams, they doubled their price this year. I mean, my God, double the price. So for nonprofit organizations, if we don't have partners doing this stuff, then people are like, well, where did it go? Well, it went because you weren't funding it. You weren't helping it. Help, help. Now we ain't begging because we're blessed of God. What we're doing is we're challenging you, though. Challenging you to see value and support what you think is valuable. Okay? So we're not trying to have a pity party. We're trying to simply remind people this is how the world gets better. When you see better and you can contribute to better, it keeps things getting better.
Yes, most definitely.
So, Coach Deborah, closing remarks. I don't want to be preaching to the people. They were like, Miller, you're preaching. I ain't preaching, but talk to us again about your vision and the need to support, because you got the numbers figured out. People can reach you and find creative ways to get those contributions to you.
Okay, well, remember, we're here, we're consistent, we aren't going anywhere, and we are here to help our young men overcome obstacles, build their best lives, and to encourage those single mothers. To do that, we need your help. Like Coach said, we need your likes, your comments, your shares, but we also need your financial support to ensure that we can be here every week, those 3 broadcasts with great, consistent content from not just Deborah Smith, but I bring experts on here, people that are clinical therapists, educators, doctors, everyone that can assist a young man in some way. So this is, this is like a dream. I wish something I had when I was raising my sons by myself. And it's not like, I'm just, I'm blowing a lot of hot air. I've been there and I know what it is to raise a son alone. And so I know our mothers need encouraging, and I know they need support and assistance to help them, to help their sons to be their best. So with you and your big hearts, you can assist us so we can assist them. And this world can be a better place.
So good. So good. I'm going to pray out. Thank you so much for joining us. We love and appreciate you guys. As Coach Deborah says, when she go live, she knows she has her people who show up. That's encouraging. Please continue to show up. 2025 is going to be filled with a lot of great things coming through this organization. We want you to be a part of it. At this time, I just want to pray a special blessing over you. I just want you to really be sensitive about how you respond to the various needs that we refer to, because we believe together we can do more. We are stronger together. Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for every person watching this virtual live happening now, but also those who are watching the reruns. We pray a special blessing over them. I thank you for the visionary. I thank you for Coach Deborah. I thank you for Deacon Dan. I thank you for the organization of Build Your Best Life. Now, God, I ask that you will touch the hearts of individuals who are able to help. May they not stand on the sideline and just pay attention to what's being done, but may they engage, may they become a part, may they say, I will contribute. And so with that said, God, we're believing God for financial partners. We're believing God for over the next few days. Persons will reach out to Coach Deborah and says, I want to financially support your organization. It's good grounds, and we believe in this vision. Now, God, touch the hearts of those who are watching. And Father, wherever there is a need in those homes, may there be peace, may there be joy, may there be prosperity, may there be healing, may there be restoration, may they see the hands of God showing up in the lives of various homes of every person that is watching this live. Do what only you can do. As these individuals go into Thanksgiving, as they close out the year, may they see the hand of God showing up in their lives, and may they testify of it on our broadcast in the weeks and the months to come. It is in Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen and amen. Once again, God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching Build Your Best Life. We were talking about the organization and how you can support it. Support it today. You won't be disappointed. God bless you.
Bye-bye. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.